Alright guys, welcome back again. This time I'm gonna have to figure out what I haven't touched upon yet in this part of the game so that I can continue on with the story. So I guess I should go to the afternoon because there's nothing new here. Alright, temple, nothing. Emir residence, nothing. Bridge, nothing. Alright, we'll go next day. That's it, street. Temple. No, nothing here. Wow, that's cool. Nope, I visited you already. Afternoon. Okay, let's try temple. Oh, perfect. You already seen this scene? No, cancel. I go out to the hills behind the temple. The mountain range spreads out beneath reminds me of the pure strength of nature. Beyond it lies the forest of the Ironsburns. When I think of that, the landscape I'm so familiar with suddenly feels like the scenery of a foreign country. I've brought myself here many times. I'm used to seeing the sights of nature here, so it shouldn't be particularly impressive to me. Bright sunlight makes me squint. The scenery tugging at my chest makes me squint. Whatever caused this change in mental state right now, the serenity of the surroundings puts me at ease, so I should loosen up and relax. I could end up gazing at the mountains until the stars come out.
いや、そんな場合じゃない。甲羅干しはまたの機会にしないと。
When winter break comes, everything will be covered in snow, so we should have another camp next summer or something instead. I bet no one would mind having a picnic here either.
来年か。気の長い話だな。
What happens until then will be another story. Getting up and stretching my back, I leisurely leave the graveyard behind me. Okay, let's call it a day. Okay, what else is new? Nope. Go back. Temple. Nope. Alright, let's go back. Afternoon. Alright. Definitely not. Nothing new in the school. Nothing new in our residence. Ah, church. Oh. I spied delinquent heroic spirit squatting in front of the church.
何してるんだ、ランサー。もしかして日向ぼっこか。
な趣味はねえよ。追い出されたから花壇に水やって道に水まいてやることがなくなったからほうけてたんじゃねえか。
That's what people mean when they say enjoying the sunshine. Then again, maybe this guy doesn't consider enjoying the sunshine unless he's burning to a crisp on some beach somewhere. A tan so dark that it would devalue Archer stock. Moving on.
追い出されたってなんでさ。中誰かいるのか。
ああ、誰か来た。ただの客か琴峰の後釜か。やぼったい僧侶の格好していたからな。教会の人間なのは間違いないんだろうが。
教会の人間。そいつがあんたを追い出したのか。
そうだよ。調べ物があるんでしばらく席を外してくれと。なんでか苦手なタイプでな。ま、ほっとけばすぐに帰るだろうから、こうして暇つぶししてんのよ。
Lancer sounds pretty disgruntled, which is rather unusual. So there's actually somebody that this guy who can have a friendly chat even with the likes of Saber or Ryder can't handle.
ランサ 中入っていいのかな？
いいんじゃねえか。俺は門番を任されたわけじゃねえし。
Careless as usual. Tired of sunbathing, he takes the can in one hand and starts sprinkling water again. With a quick wave, I open the door and go inside. There's nobody at the altar. The priest that greeted me here half a year ago is still gone, just like he was at the end of that battle.
なんだよ。誰もいないじゃないか。
I look around the inner garden, the stairs to the basement, the second floor, and Kotomina's private room, but the church is completely empty.
ランサー、誰もいないぞ。裏手から帰ったんじゃ。
Hey, Lance is gone too. I guess he realized the futility of his watering endeavor and went to the park in front of the station again. Only the watering can remains at the plaza. Ah well. Since the can was left for me, I make sure to sprinkle the remaining water onto the flower bed before departing. That's so you, Shiro. Alright, I guess we'll call it a day yet again. Oh god, we're in the 11th day again. Alright, let's see if we can make a difference. Nothing new here. No. Uh-huh, okay. We could try afternoon. Oh, there's something new. School. Seniors hallway. After finishing lunch, I walk through the school building. Even though it's holiday, I can see people here and there. It's probably the students who are working hard at their club activities. I'm sure the building where the music and art rooms are is even more crowded. For some reason, I turn around. Nothing in particular stands out.
Mm-hmm.
The only odd part is the fact that I had no reason to look behind me. I suddenly get an urge to drink some tea and head towards the student council room. I peer into the classrooms from the hall, and just as I thought, I can see several students inside. The hallway isn't exactly quiet, but behind me, it's silent, even though I can hear people's voices from in front of me as I walk ahead. When I turn around, the hallway behind me is completely silent, like someplace else altogether.
なんで振り返ったんだろう、俺。
There's nothing in particular that stands out. There was no reason for me to turn. I'd understand if there was some reason for me to look behind, like I felt the chill, but just looking back for no particular reason makes me feel uneasy. Ghost stories are getting popular lately, and I can see this becoming one. A story about having an urge to turn around when there's no reason to.
まあ、この時期の学校らしいといえばらしいのか。
Entrance exams are closing in, and a lot of students are becoming overly sensitive under the stress. These past 4 days I've had a lot to think about, so I may just be worn out without realizing it.
そうだな。おとなしく帰って休もう。
The student council room can wait for another time. I walk down the hall, controlling the frequent urge to look back. I leave the school. Sounds like someone's playing basketball behind me. Maybe it's a kid. Alright. Oh, really? I'm gonna die here if I call it a day. Go for a walk, hang out. What's happening? If I call it a day, I'm dead, right? If I go out for a walk, I'm dead. Whatever. Final night? Okay. Alright, here we go again. Oh, that's new. Heaven's Feel Back Night 2. My awakenings always begin with anguish. I fall from a sunless abyss to sunlit ground. I go from darkness to light. It isn't much different than being born through a birth canal. A spark of life somehow ignites in my dying body, rekindling consciousness in this world once again. I writhe in sharp pain. The moment I am reborn, the blood circulation, bone joints, nervous system, internal organs, everything I need to live generates pain. I'm alive to suffer. My already fried brain searches for normality within its damaged state, able to start functioning only through pain. In short, my body finally gains human thought through agony. It feels as if I've been multiplied into 100 people, all of whom have been mixed on my palate. Whatever clear identity I had is gone, as the countless indistinguishable beings I have become melded together. To be resurrected from nothingness demands that much of a price. That chaos. That feeling that I have ceased to be anything absorbs and assimilates even my agony. My ego is gone. Why be reborn? Why do I have to go through this? Even those questions become things of the past. I have attained the state of no self. It is a pure paradise with neither happiness nor sorrow, one that will never bear fruit. But just one thing alone is painful. Tears come down my cheeks. In the depths of this perfected land, why am I still connected to something so beautiful? Now there's the eclipse moon. Once again, the first day begins. The women have parted ways, and my lovely master, Lady Bazette, lies sleeping on the sofa. Or so it appears. She's dead, actually. The reason's obvious. She had her heart pierced by the servant saber right in front of the church. Since she'll start breathing again eventually, there's no need to bother waking her up or burying her. All I have to do is guard this place as her servant.
でもな、退屈だな。いたずらしちゃおうかな。
Alright, so we're back as Bazette again and her servant that we don't know about yet. Honest to my own desires, while never heeding the desires of others, that's me. I'm the kind of servant that puts my own pleasure first, so I'd engage Bazette in some good old-fashioned necrophilia. The usual me would start eating her midway to the deed without thinking, and the room would be a mess before I realized it. Of course, I'd only do that if she wasn't my master. If she were to wake up while I'm doing her, she'd be a pain in the ass to deal with later. Okay, wow. I'm used to getting hated and killed, but getting cried at? That isn't love. Since I have nothing else to do, I start to kill time in a simple way. I slide the panels around, matched to the ticking of the clock. Speeding up the tempo, I become seriously focused on the game. I heard the sultry breath from the sofa. Lightly shaking her head, Bazette glares at me as if I were her enemy.
よ、目が覚めたかマスター。まさか今度も記憶が曖昧だなんて言い出すんじゃないだろうな。
記憶は確かです。あなたが私のサーバントであることも、私がこの洋館を隠れ家にしているマスターであることも知っている。以前ここで目を覚ました時、私の記憶が不確かだったことも覚えています。
結構話が早くていい。じゃあまあ早速外に出て聖杯戦争の続きといこ
う。待ちなさい。この洋館以前のことは曖昧ですが、その後のことは全て覚えている。私とあなたが敵マスターに敗れ殺されたこともだ。
それは肝心なことは覚えてないくせにどうでもいいことは覚えてるんだな。で、それがどうした？今生きてるんだからいいじゃねえか。細かいことは気にすんなよ。
よくはない。こんな不条理放っておいたままでいられるものですか。答えなさいサーバント。私たちは倒された。それがなぜこうして生きているのです。
どうしてって生き返ったからだろう。ま、厳密に言うと1日目の夜に戻ってるってことだけどな。
Bazette shows no sign of surprise. I guess she must have been thinking over what happened from the moment she woke up. I gotta admit, that adaptability at first is a rare talent. The problem is, she doesn't realize she has that gift. Nah, more like she just looks down on herself. Oh well, not like I'm in any position to criticize her on that front.
それが事実なら、 私のサーバントは大したものだ。死者の蘇生には時間旅行、平行世界の運営、無の否定、いずれかの魔法が絡む。あなたはその奇跡を可能とする英霊だというのですか？
Why are you looking at me like that? You don't believe me. No, actually, you're making fun of me, no doubt about it. No, ma'am, lowly little old me can't do something that friggin' nuts.
まあその真似事をしてると思ってくれればいい。あんたは死んでも生き返れる。俺と契約している限り何度だってやり直せる。誰に敗れようがこうしてここから仕切り直しができるってわけだ。
原理は分かりませんが、リセット。いえ、ループしているということね。どんな宝具かは見当がつかないけど、とにかくあなたは夜になれば蘇生、いえ、死んだ場合生きていた頃のこの場所にスキップしてしまう。結果、私たちはまだ生きているから死から蘇生する。運命に介入改ざんするタイプの宝具ですか？確かに英霊を名乗るにふさわしい力だわ。これなら本人がどんなに弱くても納得がいく。
So you couldn't accept that I was that weak, huh? Okay, so I did get killed without showing any of my good points. Anyone will get fed up after that.
そういうわけだ。だから安心してやられてくれ。ああ、けど殺されるのはなるだけ夜がいい。俺は夜でないと戦えないんだ。昼間はあんまり調子が出ないたちでさ。
ループの条件は夜中でなければならないということですね。確かにそれぐらいの弱点がなければ強力すぎる宝具だわ。
Boss, you're getting a few things wrong there. Whatever, it all comes down to the same thing.
いいでしょう。行動を起こすのは夜中だけとします。日中はここで眠りますから、あなたも勝手な行動は控えるように。
はいよ。けどあんたこそさ、昼間は決して外に出てくれるな。俺日中は本当に弱いんだ。マスターが守ってくれなきゃ簡単に殺されちまうからな。
わかりました。何か著しく立場が逆な気がしますが、あなたの特性は把握しましたから。
Why is he weak in the day? Is he a vampire?
戦闘能力こそ皆無ですが、特殊能力は他に類を見ないものです。戦闘は私が行いますから、あなたはその得意な宝具で聖杯戦争をフォローしてくれればいい。
そりゃ助かるけど極端すぎないかマスター。俺だって少しは戦える。サーバントには勝てないと断言できるが、その気になれば足止めくらい。
あの結果でですか？戦闘面においてあなたには何も期待していません。あなたはそこにいるだけでいい。
楽でいいけど、それじゃあいつまでたっても勝てないぜ。マスターからサーバントを引き離すのも何度もうまくいくとは思えないし。
When it comes down to it, fighting in the Holy Grail War means being a servant. Beating a servant. Without taking down a servant, you're not going to be able to kill its master. Except there's no way a human being is going to be able to match up to a servant. That's why I'm saying I'll help her out, even though I really don't want to bother. But...
いえ、マスターとサーバントを引き離す必要などありません。サーバントなら。
Bazette declares this with an unshakable confidence. Now that's a surprise. Here I thought I was immune to these things, but that one just sent a chill down my spine.
それより質問があります。殺されたのが夜なら何度でも蘇ると言いましたが、それは何らかの代償が必要なのですか？例えば私の魔術回路が失われていくとか、あなたの宝具には使用回数が決まっているとか。
いや、代償はないよ。あんたから取り立てるものは一切ない。我が属性は虚無。無がある限り何度でも蘇る。
element is emptiness, so he's a void.
あんたは安心して納得いくまで続ければいい。
確認しました。あなたと契約している限り、私は負けないということですね。
Right. Of course, you won't win either.
となると、残る問題は一つだけですが、いえ、ここまで好条件だというのに、そんな不満を口にするなど何を考えているのか私は。
なんだよいきなり。他に聞きたいことでもあんのか？
つまらないことを聞くのですが、死亡した場合こうして蘇生できるのは素晴らしい反則と言っていい得点でしょう。ですが蘇生する際のあの痛みは消せないものなのでしょうか。いくら死から逃れるためとはいえ、この先もあの痛みを通過するかと思うと二の足を踏むというか。
は？何それ？蘇生するとき怖い思いでもしてんのあんた？
怖いわけではありません。不快で気味が悪いだけです。へえ、あれが地獄と呼ばれる地点なのかはわからない。ただおぞましく汚らしかった。本来死者に意識はない。通常の死者なら不快に思わないのでしょうが、意識のある者にはあれは最低のドブクズです。
ああ、そうなんだ。参ったな。俺は特別感じないけど、気がついたらここにいるって感じで。人間とサーバントの違いかね。
You're gonna have to put up with that much. Come on, normally you'd be dead.
なんだ。あんたそりゃわがままってもんですよ。
分かっています。言ってみただけです。蘇生の代償なんですから、あの程度の攻めく耐え抜いてみせましょう。
そうそう。この先何度もお世話になるだろうし、今のうちに受け属性作っとけよ。
そう何度も殺されてたまるものですか。次に殺されるのはセイバーのサーバントだ。私がされたようにあの胸を貫いてみせます。
ああ、それでこそ俺のマスターだ。じゃあまあ、そのやる気が燃えてるうちに聖杯戦争を続けるとしようか。
I stopped talking and aimed for the door. Honestly, I don't give a shit about the Holy Grail War, but I'm also a sore loser. I want to find and kill my enemies now. Right now. I'll kill those bastards that hurt me. I'll kill those bastards that didn't do anything to stop them. I'll kill everything. I'll murder every single living human I see. If I don't, I'm not going to be able to keep my insanity. If I don't, I won't be able to keep myself from going sane.
どうした？行かないのか、マスター。
I swallowed down my heart as if it threatens to escape my chest and turned back towards Bazette. Maybe my thirst for blood just now reminded her of something. Bazette is looking at me the same way as when she accused me of killing the people in that bloody house.
やはり私は半人前だ。一番大事な質問をどうして思い出さなかったのか。
Don't even have to bother wondering why. You forgot because she didn't want to remember.
答えろ。お前は一体何のサーバントだ？
A question filled with hostility. To that, I finally answer, grinning like a little girl waiting for her sweetheart.
アベンジャー。復讐のサーバントだよ。
Avenger. A class that shouldn't exist, its name proclaimed with hatred and joy. Well, I thought he was an assassin. She is attacking in an extremely fast combination. A right straight that actually made me feel sorry for the enemy mercilessly crushes the monster's skull. Hard to believe it came from a human being. Probably out of revenge for having had 10 of their pals killed already, more prey come leaping at her. The moment right after she punches with her right fist, cursed claws take the opportunity to strike at her seemingly immovable position. She dodges just by lightly turning her head while simultaneously driving her right leg into the monster's head. Sharp and heavy. The head is blown off like a ripe tomato. Not even bothering to visually confirm that, Bazette turns around to face the newcomers arriving from behind, once again intercepting them with lethal timing. It's almost as if she were spinning top fitted with a blade. Responding in every direction, clearing the attackers away, a deadly dance that shows no mercy for its target.
呆れた。出番ないじゃん俺。
I was doing pretty well on my own even while watching her in fascination, but while I was slicing up one of these guys, Bazette pulverized around 3. And I mean literally pulverize. With those skinny legs and her fists, she is totally scattering flesh and cutting through bone. Seriously, I'm impressed. To think a human hand-to-hand combat would improve this much. It seems like there are runes of hardening carved on her fists, legs, knees, and toes, but the basic bodywork for that must have been art perfected for use by human beings. Way different from us when we go berserk, letting instinct take care of the rest. Bazette's technique is the legacy of the old days of blood and sweat. How many years of effort went into being able to use it? I mean, she's a girl. Whoops, mature grown-up woman. Weren't there other things she could have been learning? I guess not. These monsters are no match for the walking weapon by the name of Bazette. They're no better than hapless sheep of a pack of game to be hunted. Homer, stop, they're already dead. By the way, what the heck's a Homer? Well, she's kicking a lot of ass, that's for damn certain.
なるほど。これがあなたの言っていた得体の知れない連中ですか。
Sighing heavily, Bazette puts away her lethal gloves. Miss Walking Weapon? What the hell? You beat almost 20 monsters to death and all you do at the end is sigh?
使い魔の類でしょうね。知性は乏しく、人間を殺すという単一性能しかありませんが、大量に刺激するには適している。私たちの知らないマスターではない8人目の魔術師がいるのは確かなようだ。こんな使い魔を使って無差別に人を襲う魔術師など放置できない。あなたは何か心当たりがありますか？
俺？マスターの言うようなやつは知らない。ま、そのうち出会うんじゃないか。
We just saw the silver-toned girl. After all, we got plenty of time. This isn't going to end regardless of what we do, so we ought to bump into each other one of these days anyway.
いいでしょう。それと、あなたを疑ったことを謝ります。町の異常は、この怪物たちの主の仕業で、あなたの仕業ではなかった。
いいさ。冤罪は慣れっこだし、同じ穴の無地ななんだ。こいつらが先か、俺が先かの違いだよ。こいつらが町の人間たちを殺して回ってるもんで、俺の仕事が全くないだけだ。
I like being able to take it easy, but you know, a job's a job. Really can't let other people take it away from me. My whole meaning of life is on the line here. If I go unemployed, I can't live.
そんな仕事はやめなさい。あなたがどこの英霊かは知りませんが、私のサーバントである以上、一般人を巻き込むことは許しません。
だから、今日は誰も殺してないだろ。さっきの屋台の兄ちゃんなんて、よだれ垂らしながら見送ったんだぜ。おでんも肉も食いたかったな。けど言われたことは何とか守る優秀な俺。ほら、褒めて褒めて。
それが普通なのです。褒められることではありません。
My owner's being mean. One of these days, you'll only have yourself to blame when I move on to the rebellious stage.
それより、いい加減はっきりさせることがある。あなたの宝具が何であるかは分かりましたが、まだ神名を聞いていない。今更ですが、あなたはどこの英雄なのです？
そんなものは初めに言ったんだがね。覚えていないあんたの落ち度だと思うんだが、そうか。まだ記憶とやらは曖昧なままなのか。
それはそうですね。こうなっては隠していても仕方がありません。